Hi, this is Jason Forrest, and welcome to the 2013 Leadership Sales Coaching the Seminar. I hope that you've so far enjoyed your stay. I hope that the cocktail reception was an enjoyable experience for you. I hope you're starting to meet some people, starting to build those connections, build that network, so that you can learn from your peers. I think sometimes the best advice that we receive is from our peers, and I hope that you're ready to jump in and fully engage over the next 2 days. I hope that you're excited to be here, as we are excited to put on this experience for you, this 2-day event for you. Now, this book, Leadership Sales Coaching, I've spent many years developing the philosophies that you're about to learn and go through and experience over the next couple of days. I read over 40 books on coaching, on leadership. I studied some of the best thought leaders out there that I could get my hands on when it came to the philosophies of the world's best coaches. And I'm going to share those philosophies with you tomorrow. So I want to just kind of go over a few things to make sure that your learning experience is the richest and most complete over the next couple of days. So a few things here, and then I'll let you go to bed and you can focus on getting ready for tomorrow. So the first thing is, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Gosh, it's probably one of my favorite quotes of all times. And it's based on the Heisenberg-Uncertainty Principle. So when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at coaching changes. When you change the way you look at management to coaching, management changes. When you change the way you look at leadership, leadership changes. And more importantly, when you change the way you look at yourself, you will change. And so over the next few days, I'm going to give you these new philosophies, these new ideas that will open your mind to see things differently, to see things from the viewpoint of these world-class, these top 1% sales coaches that I've been studying, the top 1% sports coaches that I've been studying, and we're going to find ways to apply those philosophy, those techniques, those behaviors, what they do that's different than the other 99%. We're going to share those philosophies with you and give you some real specific nuggets to take back home, some action items to take back home and start immediately applying, and so that you can become that top 1% coach. So the seminar is broken up into really two parts. There's 10 sessions total, and each session is an hour in length, and there'll be a 15-minute break in between each session. So again, every 60 minutes, I'll give you a 15-minute break for you to go to the bathroom and check emails and all sorts of stuff. So again, you don't need to get up during the seminar. You need to just be actively engaged, just be actively present, knowing that literally there will be a bathroom break every 60 minutes. You'll have an agenda at your table so you can keep track of the time, and I will have a countdown timer that I'm focused on, making sure that I respect your time and that I stay true to the agenda, which I know is important for all of us. So there's two parts. One is me speaking. Okay, so I'm going to be presenting the philosophies and the ideas, the strategies of a leadership sales coach and the principles of a leadership sales coach. And while I'm presenting those ideas, I need you to actively engage. I need you to focus. I need you to take notes and actively engage and hear and think about the concepts that I share with you. And the reason why is because as soon as I'm done speaking, I'm going to turn it over to your table group. And so each of you have actually been assigned table groups, and on the first half, the first day, you're going to be with certain people the entire day, and then the second day, we're going to flip-flop you. And so you'll be able to get a wide viewpoint of the peers that are out there, the philosophies that are out there. You're able to learn from each other. And so the first part, the first section is me presenting ideas, you taking notes, and me giving to you, me pouring into you, and you getting this philosophies, these ideas. And then the second half is you sharing what you learned with your group, with your mastermind group, with your table group, and them sharing with you. And so through that, you're going to have group activities that you'll be able to come back with some actual tangible action items, some things that you can do immediately. I don't know about you, but I can't stand going to seminars, and I feel like all this stuff is great, and I don't know what to do when I leave. And so that's not going to happen. I give you my word that you will leave with all sorts of very specific things that you can start doing to become the best version of you, to become the best coach that I know you want to be since you signed up for the seminar. And so in that small group that you're in, I want you to look at that as a mastermind group. Now, the first time I heard of a mastermind group, I was reading this book, Think and Grow Rich, that I'll talk about at the seminar. This book, Think and Grow Rich. And one of the principles of the most successful people that Napoleon Hill, when he studied the most successful people at that time, the Andrew Carnegies, the Rockefellers, the Fords, the Vanderbilts, the J.P. Morgans, when he studied those people, he realized that they all tapped into this mastermind group philosophy. And a mastermind group is really has two major benefits. So the mastermind group concept is, the first benefit is the economic benefit. That when you get together with people of like success, like income, then we share off each other and we learn from them how they became successful. And as they're learning, as we're learning from them, we're obviously they're learning from us as well. And so we learn how they became successful, and they learn how we became successful, and we get to copy each other's philosophies and ideas, which is what I've been doing my whole life, is finding the most successful people on the planet and just copying what they do, and it works really, really well. The second benefit is the psychic benefit. It's more of it's a belief, it's a mental benefit. And the idea is that when two or more minds come together in synergy and in harmony, when two or more minds come together in synergy and in harmony, it creates this third mind. It creates this kind of this overall, this extra mind that's present. And so each of you are at a table group, 5, 6 people at a table group. And so if you're at a table group of 5 or 6 people, well, it's if you all come together and you form your mind together as one mind, it creates this extra mind for you to really learn, to really grow, and tap into the brain power of your entire group. Now, so let's talk about how we actually do that. Now, I don't know if you've seen this movie, but it's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. It's called Act of Valor, and it's made by a bunch of real Navy SEALs talking about and sharing their story, a dramatic story of what they do in the life of a Navy SEAL. And there's this one scene in the movie where they're getting ready to go to this battle, go to this mission, and the lieutenant brings them together and says, okay, if you're not right at home, I need you to get right at home. Because we have one main objective here, and that's to go accomplish our mission, and everyone needs to come back alive. We want everyone to come back safe and secure and alive. The only way we're able to do that is if we have all of you mentally and physically present at this on this mission. And so if you're not right with your family, if you've got some debt to take care of, if you're not right with your spouse, with your kids, you got some loose ends, tie them up, figure them out, take care of them, because we want all of you to be with all of us so that we can be successful and all come back safe and alive. I think there's a lot of similarities to that I need you physically and mentally present for yourself, for your family, but also for your peers. So again, you're going to be in this table group, and they need all of you. They need all of your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your philosophies. They need all of you. You got to bring it over the next couple of days so that everyone can benefit from that. So a few ideas on how we can make sure we can have all of you present. I need to tap into that, to all of your brain power, and so does your peer group, your mastermind group at your tables. And so a few things. One, get rid of all technological distractions. So you don't need a laptop. We're going to provide a workbook for you, so you don't need a laptop. And turn your cell phones off. Turn your Blackberries, your iPhones, your Crackberries, whatever technical device you use that you prefer. Just turn it off. Again, for 60 minutes. That's all I'm asking. And then every 60 minutes, you'll get to turn it back on, and you'll get to re-engage. It's very liberating, actually, to turn your phone off for 60 minutes at a time and focus Focus all of your attention, be actively present, actively engaged for your group and for the content that I'm going to be sharing with you so you can get the most out of the seminar. And again, every 60 minutes we'll turn it back on and have a 15-minute break to go to the bathroom and read emails and all kinds of great stuff. So do that for me and do that for your team and for yourself. The next thing is please be on time. I'm going to absolutely start on time and I'm going to finish on time and I'm going to have that countdown timer and I promise you, I give you my word, I'm going to start on time and I'm going to finish on time and I'm going to stick to that agenda. And so in doing so, I need you to be on time as well. And again, it's not just for you to benefit, but it's also for your team to benefit. Because you need to make sure that you're present and you know all the material that's being discussed so that when it comes time to discuss it at your table group, you're on the same page with everyone else. And everyone else hears what you've learned, and otherwise you're going to miss something, and it's going to create a kind of an imperfection in the discussion and the sharing of the mastermind philosophy that we're going to live by here. And the second to last thing is I have one simple rule when it comes to having a successful discussion group, and the simple rule is I need you to give versus worrying about getting. So again, if you focus on yourself and you focus on giving, so just give your heart, your soul, your mind, your philosophies, your energy, give it to your mastermind groups, your table group in our discussions, then you're gonna get something in return. Because if all 5 or 6 people at the table group are all there to give, then of course we're all gonna get. But if one person decides to just sit back and not really engage during a session, and they're just there to receive, they're just there to get, well, it's going to mess up the synergy. And so we're not going to get the maximum benefit from this. So again, come to give versus to get, and we're going to get the most we can out of this program. All right. There's a philosophy called gestalt, and I'm going to share this with you, and that is when you're at your table groups, there's going to be a lot of sharing. So again, I'm going to have some questions you guys are going to be going through, some activities you're going to be going through to be discussing. And the concept of Gestalt is real simple, and that is when you're there, only share your experiences. So when you're working on kind of projects together, no one, for some reason, no one likes, think about this, no one really likes to kind of be told what to do by a peer. No one likes to say, hey, you should do it this way, or you need to do it this way, or I wouldn't do it this way, you should do it that way. People just kind of tune us out when that happens. We're all successful people. None of us are broken. We're all successful. We wouldn't be here if we weren't successful. And so let's choose to focus on giving, and let's choose to just share experiences. So whenever we have a question and it's your turn to share, just say things like, well, in my experience, or when I had a situation like this, this is what I did. So no one's going to tell anyone what they should do, and instead they're just going to share what they did or how they see it or how they understand the philosophy or the question or the idea. And then the person who's hearing it is the one that can choose their own life. They can choose if they want to listen to this guy or this girl or this person. They can choose what information they want to take. And it's the best way to learn. So again, let's focus on you should do this or you should do that. Let's just focus on sharing our experiences and letting the people at the table decide what they're going to lock onto, what they're going to benefit from, and so forth. Okay, again, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you change the way you look at tomorrow in the next couple of days, training seminar, the event, the philosophies of how to get the most out of this event, then everything will change for you. And my vision, my hope is by the time this 2-day experience is over with you, that you have some new truths, some new liberation to walk away with and say, wow, I can't wait to apply these things. My whole goal is to inspire you to become the best version of you as a coach. And so I can't wait, and I'm honored and privileged to be there with you. And I can't wait to help you, to lead you to become the best version of you.